dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yo, what's good, original crew? It's your boy DJ Nuke here, your girl.
Sierra Nicole.
Back on the channel, man, with another episode of Think Twice. Last week's episode was very, very interesting for those who watched. It got I actually like this segment because it's something like you can actually have conversations about and like talk on and just instead of just laugh and like, you know what I'm saying. If you really want that dialogue of conversation and be able to connect with people, this is pretty good, right? Mm-hmm. All right, so I don't even know where to go because the title is long as fuck. So with that being said, before we get into it, make sure you check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go. If you want the first part, you got to do it. Check out that below. Also, if you enjoyed today's video.
Knocking it with a thumbs up.
Facts, man. But we got Think Twice. It's with Chance Philly and Nelly Rose. So with that being said, you ready, girl?
I'm ready.
Let's go. Let's check it out. Let's see what this segment is about, man. Let's go.
There used to be a disabled section as well, upstairs, isn't it?
No,
Obviously,
not in a disabled.
But that's a vibe.
On
No, don't say
my
vibe.
life. How about
Look at
this?
me in my eyes and say,
Wallahi, there was a story now where when brother, he came with a limp, pretending like he had a limp, innit?
No, I'm done. Alright, next question. That's wrong.
On my life,
no,
bro.
that's wrong.
He came with a limp. Open the door now, I'm just here.
Wow.
Hey man, yeah. Yo guys, it's Chance.
Yeah, man, it's young Philly.
It's your girl Nella Ray.
Yes, we are back with a new series of Think Twice, the show where we talk about the hottest topics in the world right now.
In today's episode, we're going to be talking about life.
Yes, but before we begin, make sure you've liked, commented, and most importantly, subscribed and hit that notification bell because it lets you know when we
Uploaded.
Let's get into it!
So first up is agree or disagree. Yes, we heard a statement and we have 3 seconds to decide whether we agree or disagree with the statement.
Yes, we'll then discuss the topic for 5 minutes and decide whether we want to stick to our answer or change our minds. Let's go.
People follow trends instead of going where they want to go. Agree or disagree?
Yeah, nice one.
Ooh, nice one.
That's
Before we influence off of them, let me know if you agree or disagree. See,
Agree. I already said agree.
wholeheartedly. I wholeheartedly agree as well because that a lot of people can't even like fathom to. Some people are afraid to even voice their opinion because of the trend. Yeah. And they just rather go with the motion of the crowd instead of standing out
and standing on their own word, their own opinion, their own belief, whatever it is.
To be real, I think the world would be a better place if people didn't follow trends. Because a lot of stuff, say for instance, well, I ain't gonna mention that because that was a whole topic. Man.
Friend, we all had kickers, Just Do It bags, Blackberries, Sony Ericssons. What iPhone? We all got iPhone now. Instagram was made. Oh, what? Man got Insta. Yeah, let's get Insta. New one, Snap. Oh my God, Bradley, Jacob, and Shaniqua on Snap. Let's make Snap. But no one likes to admit that we follow trends.
This trend thing is mad because when I was growing up, wigs was for aunties, you know? Like, if you wore a wig, you was an auntie.
Yeah, they came into fashion not too long ago,
and I was
innit?
I'm doing, because before it was sewings, innit?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my sewing, my leave out, my leave out. And then when people wear wigs, it's like, you're wearing a wig. Now.
Is that a wig? I'm asking.
Well, you got to remember, we're mandem, so
I don't know.
I only clock because of the way you're chatting.
That's 28 frontals.
God.
Wow.
Setting trends is even some sort of marketing. Like, for example, I like them. I start seeing them everywhere. Do you know what I mean? I start seeing them on every advert and they start pushing it more. They start pushing it on it starts coming up on my Instagram ads.
All right, cool. Let me flip it.
Ugh.
It might not technically be
We're
following
actually
trends.
Ugh.
It might not be following, because at the end of the day, if something's good, then everyone's going to want it. So say, for example, now, an iPhone. If now Philly buys an iPhone, I buy one tomorrow, I'm not following the trend, I'm just because it's reliable.
Actually.
Give me something you consider a trend.
Apple. These Samsungs, they'll be doing backflips on itself.
Shall I tell you what it is?
I've seen some
It's the fact.
Samsung
Look, say, for example, now.
Mad.
Say, for example, you've had an iPhone from iPhone 6, right?
I've had it since iPhone 4.
Familiarity. You're not going to want to change to a Samsung because of the fact you know how this works. It's not necessarily following trend. I feel like people are comfortable.
How's that not following the trend?
I get where he's going, but it is still a trend. Reason why people And you know it's a trend because the way people disrespect people for not having an iPhone. How people be like, if you text me and it show up green.
Oh my gosh, I be like, you so shallow. Cause I choose to have a certain type of phone.
Because like
and you don't want to.
Because everybody remember a while ago before I upgraded my phone, everybody would ask me what kind of phone I had.
Yeah.
My phone was just that old because like my thing is, why upgrade something? Why try to go get out the latest thing? Mine was broke. I just knew how to make it last until the point like it literally would crash on me. I would turn that mug on, and I would have probably 2 seconds, and it would literally boom. And I was like, all right. I told C, I said, all right, C, I gotta get another phone. My phone is gone now.
Yeah.
Like I had dropped them in milk, water, in the toilet, and it's held up. Now, if y'all do that with an iPhone, now let's be real. Like, let's be real. It was a Samsung, but let's be real.
Well, my
you did that with an iPhone.
My old iPhone that I had, that one, I did a couple things, and
you ain't never drop it in milk, though.
Well, not milk, because I ain't that clumsy.
I was eating a bowl of cereal, and that joint just, I said, damn. Bro.
Again, I ain't that clumsy.
And I still had it. Didn't have to replace it or nothing. It still worked. But what I'm saying is, a lot of people only want Apple products because they know other people. They're worried about what the next man gonna think of them for what they have.
But that's not the reason why. That's not.
But what I'm saying is, just because you got a Samsung doesn't mean you broke. But some people look at you, oh, you got a Samsung, you got an Android, you broke.
Yeah.
Like no, this phone and the iPhone cost the same amount of money.
Yeah.
Like it's not like it's just what you need it for.
I guess when it comes to certain things, it's kind of like...
I used to work with phones. I would never buy an iPhone.
Yeah, I guess when it comes to certain things, it's kind of like, if that's what you want, that's what you want. Like, that's your... Like, but certain things, a lot of things, some people just hop on because it is a trend. Because everyone else
I'm gonna tell you what was the trend, though.
Ooh,
a lot of people hopped on. Getting a MacBook. A lot of people was like, man, I'm finna get me a MacBook. Because I didn't want an HP because then... As an HP, kind of look like, hey, but MacBook, it was like a status.
I guess.
Because you spend so much money.
Yeah.
Me, I prefer a Mac computer over a Windows computer. Reason why, I like the software program. But folks was like, but you want to buy an iPhone. But for what I need, or the stuff I use, I like Mac.
I got you.
It's a better, but hey, again, it should be about what you need it for and not just because what everybody got.
Trend's different, bro. Trend, I feel like make clothing, like wearing clothes and stuff. That's a trend. And like, say for example, you see your favorite celebrity wearing flary bottoms. Everyone was violating them 4 years ago, but now because my man's wearing it, it's
not
cool.
the only good reliable phone. It's because everyone has it, you buy it. Like it is a trend, so to speak.
Because iPhone is actually a phone.
Is it?
I think it's a great phone. Apple, I love you, Apple.
No, I'm not just looking. Like, it's so reliable. There's pods.
How much do you love Apple?
I'm saying what I'm saying. Everything's Apple.
Yeah.
Everything's
And why does Apple make you feel good?
Because of the fact
You lot are mad.
Everybody get it.
runs smooth.
Yeah.
Guys,
It's
he wants
just social media looks
the
cleaner.
iPhone
Yeah.
12.
I like
Just
iPhone.
give it to
Yeah.
him.
So
And when you use your iPhone, what feeling does it give you?
Give me a premium feel.
It's a premium.
Bro, why are they doing a whole advert? I'm using y'all word, advert. But why are y'all doing a whole ad for it, bro?
Give me a premium feel.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's
It's very reliable.
Fake.
It's
You
very
lot are
reliable
fake.
and look,
You're
for example,
fake,
look, this
you're
drop,
fake, you're
it's
fake,
not
you're
broken.
fake.
It's not. Whereas if it was something like a Samsung, for example, it might have broke.
No, Samson, I love you too.
Oh, you a whole cap, bro.
I was gonna say,
you a whole
look,
cap.
I was like, really, it's the other way around. To be real,
Let's be real.
I have Apple.
I done dropped these bad boys. I dropped these bad boys a lot. You know what I'm saying? Hey, say what's up, Buzz. Get away from you. I'm just playing. Don't add. But I done dropped mine a lot, and it has not broke. You know what I'm saying? Like the only reason why I feel like, remember that time I dropped your phone and we was at the carnival?
Yeah.
Or fair, what some people determine what you used to say.
Yeah.
I dropped it on concrete.
Yeah.
And the only reason I was like, bro, her phone is gone.
I trusted you.
But the only reason why yours wasn't gone
You failed me.
is because you had a screen protector, and that screen protector was shattered. Now I've dropped my
I still
Samsung.
got it.
No, that's a different one.
Oh, is this a different?
That's a different one. You done already
Oh,
cracked that one
I
too.
already cracked this.
But I have dropped. You done seen me drop my Samsung before.
Huh?
You done seen me drop my Samsung before.
Yeah.
And without a case. And what I do, I just pick it up and keep going, right?
I had a little scratch on the side, but it won't crack.
Now,
The screen won't crack.
The screen was never cracked.
I said it was never cracked.
Okay,
My
okay.
gosh, calm down.
But it had scratches on the actual phone itself, but I ain't worried about it. I just picked it up and you be like, and I'll be like,
But like I
and I
said-
used to be like, what you acting like that for? It's saying something.
You going too hard. You going too hard. But like I said, if that's your preference, like to each his own.
Yeah.
I also like you as well. Let me hide this. I do like you. You have the right money.
The Apple thing is when I clocked that it was a trend, yeah, because every year you complain about the same things, they don't want to change it, yeah, because they want to keep making you come back.
They
We
take
asked for
away.
group FaceTime like 5 years ago. They only want to do it now because it's like they want to make you keep coming back. But when you actually deep it, some of these other phones have the nicest
That's
cameras.
business. This is business.
Oh, this is
Why
right
would
now.
you make the ultimate iPhone 13? Who's gonna buy the 14?
Okay, but when the 14
have to
comes
respect
out,
them.
It's the same as the 13.
my Apple 13 is
Facts.
like,
Shall I tell you what it is? It's because they released.
No, she asked a question. She said, is it a conspiracy? It's not. Where they mess up your previous phone, it's actually not. You know, we used to deal with that. I'm just saying.
iOS. That means that your phone actually can't hack the iOS that it currently operates on.
Yeah, but they do that on
Guys,
purpose, bro.
Apple, give him the iPhone.
Guys,
12,
can you just
No, they don't do that on purpose because
Give
Apple,
him the
we
iPhone
love
you?
We love you.
Apple is one of the greatest products ever.
How much do we love them, champ?
We love them this much.
This much. Life is a trend. Back in the days, everyone used to wear baggy jeans. You would not wear baggy jeans now. Flares now.
Even the Nike track fit.
But that was the
But then, for
trend.
example,
I
now you see 21 Savage, Future, and that man all rocking baggy jeans. All my life, there's gonna be people that are rocking baggy jeans. Yeah, Carl.
Not
That's following the
enough.
trend.
Not enough.
That's following the trend.
You need.
That's following the trend.
You need more. Okay. All right. Next question, because he's got. Yeah. But do we agree or disagree that
I
we follow
reckon-
trends or not?
I reckon I'm gonna split.
No, I'm gonna do this one. I agree, man.
Okay, look, there are some sheeps in the world, but there are some lions. Yeah, okay, cool. I agree. I just want to play devil advocate, guys. I completely agree.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. This round is called Imagine That. We'll have 3 scenarios, but we can only choose one option.
Yes, then we'll have a debate and see who's got the better argument. Imagine that.
Fantastic. Let's go.
Out of everyone's first job, you have to pick one. Who would you rather do for the rest of your life?
So mine was a kitchen porter.
Hold on.
Job, you have to pick one. Who would you rather do for the rest?
Out of everyone's first job, whose would you do for the rest? So I
Okay.
guess out of theirs. So
Okay.
okay.
Life.
So mine was a kitchen porter.
You were a
don't know what
porter.
that
You
guys
used to
are.
clean for the plates then.
Yeah. So basically, I was the guy that used to wash all the plates in the restaurant.
Yeah,
What was your first job?
I was basically doing hair and makeup.
Yeah. Yours?
Cineworld.
Yeah. I'll take mine. No, actually, I'll take yours.
I'll take yours. I was doing hair makeup for my friends, so they were just paying me like, but it was like £10 here, £15.
What he said? He said like a server.
I
It was his accent. Sorry, I didn't.
What was your first job?
I was basically doing hair and makeup.
Yeah. Yours?
Cineworld.
Yeah. I'll take mine. No, actually, I'll take yours.
I'll take yours. I was doing hair makeup for my friends, so they were just paying me like, but it was like £10 here, £15 there. Yeah, me and my friends was doing like people's eyebrows and stuff, because you know, getting your eyebrows done back in the day, it was like the equivalent of like, you know, lashes nowadays. You know, when they get their infills, that's the equivalent to that back then. So, say you're a hairdresser and you do someone's hair wrong,
You know what I'm saying, bro?
you're getting blasted.
You know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah,
You're
long
not allowed
day.
to make no mistakes at stairs. I'm not doing that. So
Long
now
day.
I wouldn't be like a makeup artist or hairdresser now.
I thought, yeah, boot off, just eat some popcorn and watch films with the man. That's what I thought. Yeah, I became a cleaner. I'm very effective now. I can clean everything. Yeah, popcorn on the floor. Like,
So
Okay.
basically, movie theater. In the movie theater attendant, they have to clean up.
I'm taking
I'm taking Philly job. No, I'm taking Phillies.
I'm doing
I've done that before.
Okay, I'm doing Chunk's job.
In the movie theaters, well, I guess you get discounts on movies. You know what I'm saying? I feel you.
Can we all agree that we'd pick Chunks' job?
100%.
Hard.
40% of food.
You must have seen people clotting in there as well.
Yep.
Yep, 50 Shades of Grey, when it first came out. Goodness me, the amount of condoms I saw in that place. The scenes were blazing as well, goodness me. Going in there, there'll be people coming for like a 12 p.m., 1 p.m.
Playing some stuff.
showing, because they know there's no one in there. They're just collating in the corner of the flipping thing.
What, you see everything? Us, everything.
Us. They're disgusting.
No, but I'm saying, like,
No,
you
because
saw
what it
that...
is, there used to be a disabled section as well, upstairs, isn't it?
No, not in a
But then that's a vibe.
Oh,
No, don't
That's a
say that, no.
vibe.
How
Look
about
at me
this?
in my eyes and say you saw
Wallahi,
that.
there was a story now where one brother, he came with a limp, pretending like he had a limp in it.
No, I'm done. Next question. That's wrong. No, that's wrong. Don't
Billy,
He
you
came,
would do
he
that.
came with a limp, told man, yeah, brother, can I get the disabled seats? Because I can't walk up the stairs. He said, because you can't walk up the stairs, innit? You know what I'm saying? You can't walk up the stairs, so obviously, it's a straight elevator to the thing, innit? So I said, yeah, cool, call my supervisor. Supervisor busted now. Open the door now, I'm just saying.
Wow.
I said, unless...
Not even a little light, a little just... Don't want no one to know. This is
Unless he's trying to make a beat
Slow
in
it
there,
with him.
unless he's trying to make a beat or he's a drummer, something's going on in there. I open it, I see her, legs wrapped around him, fully naked.
Good sesh.
Guess what?
Good sesh.
He didn't have a limp there. So I said, hey. But you know me, it was way too cringe. So I just came back out, called the supervisor. All of a sudden you see them come downstairs, laughing. This guy's running down the stairs, bro. Where's that limp? Where's the limp? Apart from that, yeah, it was very good. Everyone used to try and film. You know you can't take a phone out and film at all.
Not even Snap?
Nothing. So for example,
Snap
when
is
it
done.
says at the beginning it says a film and 15 and that, a lot of people put on the snaps. If someone catches you, you're done for. Man. Yeah. Get banned from all the cinemas in London and that. Yeah, crazy.
I've never done that a couple of
Good
times.
times, good times.
Avengers, I was all up in there. Oh, not me.
I used to work there and I still film. Sorry if you're still there, brother. I've got about 17 minutes of, what's that film? Kingdom?
50 Shades of Grey. And we all agree to
Kingsman.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm still taking Philly's job. Reason why I've been experienced in a restaurant. Like to be honest, like dude, like putting your headphones and just vibe out, just spraying down some stuff and send it through the dishwasher. Spray it down, send it through the dishwasher. Like if it's a busy night, it does get hectic.
Yeah.
But like it can be therapy. The only thing is, I used to like when I used to be, I'd be like, damn, bro, cause your fingertips and stuff. But other than that, like some people put on gloves back there and just you want vibe out, to just clean, watching, spraying off dishes and send it through the dishwasher. You rather work in the movie theater? Wow, see, so you gonna clean up the condoms, the popcorn, wiping down all the sticky, snotty cum and all that.
I done cleaned up a lot of stuff in my life.
No, I'm talking about in the movie theaters. That's how you doing that. So you rather not clean, spray off dishes, and actually, bro, that is therapy, babe.
How you gonna know me cleaning the movie theater is not therapy?
Hey, we need these. All right, I got you.
I just feel like the
And you still get-
movies, like cleaning, it just, for me, it'd just be a little bit more laid back, more chill than being around the chaos. I don't like to be around a whole bunch of people. So, you know.
You ain't around nobody. Nobody bothers you. You really back there by yourself, though.
I mean, yeah, but
Unless
still,
you're just busy and
it's
they get
still
piled up.
people, like, it's still a lot going on in this back of the house. I don't have time for that. I don't.
Look at you using the term back of the house. I see you.
You see me?
About 12 minutes of footage of Kingsman.
50 Shades of Grey.
If you want to buy that off me, let me know. $3.99, I can sell that. HD.
He's a pirate now, isn't it?
Who?
Pirate
You
copies.
trying to say pirate because I'm Somali, yeah? Say that, cool. Yeah, say that. Yeah, say that. I got you now. Yeah, all that fat shaming there. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
We
One,
got
one.
you.
One.
Yeah, cool,
So
yeah.
last but not least, we can all agree that we're going to do Chunks' job.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
And I was trading, though.
You was trading.
Yeah. So I was just like the telesales guy.
Go on.
I think that's what kind of made me so...
Go on, do the phone voice. Hello, who's this, man?
It's William Shaw. I understand you received one of our brochures through the post.
No, I didn't receive anything.
Yeah, completely fine. So listen, I understand at the moment, I can see here you're invested in some stocks and some properties, but you know, the fine wine is absolutely booming at the moment.
Wow, what's the fine wine?
At the fine wine, we got, you know, the Lafite Rothschilds, you know, 1970. Yeah, I know my wine.
Take all my money. This round is called Deep, and you probably guessed that we're going to be talking about the deeper issues in life.
We're basically going to be discussing each topic for 5 minutes, see how much ground we can cover, and that's on period.
You're not ready yet? That's on period. That's funny. Let's go.
Is it the parents' fault or the government's fault that children are going hungry?
Off, man.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a good one. And right now,
I don't have an
hold
answer.
on.
I don't have an answer right now.
I gotta think
This
on
is
that
one
one.
you gotta really think and do.
Yeah? Off. The government are taking the
sometimes I will say this. Sometimes it is on the government because it's about, you know what I'm saying, the opportunities that you allow people. Because sometimes the government. Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a good question.
What do you mean? Is it the parents' fault? What you're telling me now? You're coming from a war-stricken country. You're trying to better the life of your family, and you want to be earning millions straight away. Does
But
that
then
even
there's
make
people
sense?
here that are born and grew up here their whole lives, and
I'm just talking about
have an
the
alcohol
people that are
addiction.
similar to my parents. Yeah.
and because of that, the youth's not eating because you want to go buy
That's,
that last
I know.
bottle of 8.
Okay, now that's a situation that we'll touch on. I'm just talking about the fact that, say for example,
Yeah,
obviously people always violate.
Put it this way, let's talk Marcus Rashford.
So Marcus Rashford, obviously.
Absolute G, bro. Hey, round of applause for Marcus Rashford.
So he obviously grew up not having that much bread.
Similar to us.
I'm guessing. Parents probably were working. I don't know much about his family's life, but I know that for a fact that he had free school meals. And then now they're just trying to suck that from the kids then, which for me is ludicrous. Because without free school meals, I would have starved through school.
110%.
You know what I mean? Obviously, it's a thing where my parents didn't have enough peace to just dropping me £50 a week, and I didn't have that. You know what I mean?
And you have a few brothers and sisters.
Yeah,
so
I've got one brother, 3
everyone.
sisters as well. So you have to think about it now. If you're giving £50 a week to your youths, them, and you're already like struggling to, make buy kind of thing, is it not the government's right? Like, do you not have to get involved now and think, oh, you know what? This is going to cost us X amount. You spend this much on other you might as well just look after the youth.
I don't even think expenditure matters, fam. Like, if I was like control of the government, like, that's one place I would not care about going into debt in, fam. Like, feeding youths, fam. Like, literally.
Bro, you know this little debt we're talking about? It's never going to get paid off.
Yeah,
anyway.
no, of course not.
So what you talking about going into debt and that? Allow that, man. Just put the.
But do you know what? Really, that's why, to me, this is mad emotional because it's like, my mom's working 2 jobs because she's trying to make a living, yeah. At one point, it was me, my brother, my mum and my auntie living in one room in a 3-bedroom house and every other room was occupied, yeah. So obviously seeing that, you're just like, you know what, I need to go to school, I need to behave, all of that. So my
You
mum...
got the new yard.
So it's like, obviously I'm not putting blame on her, like she grinded for us to get to where we are here, but it'll be time where there'll be no food in the house. So it's like, I'll go to school, just having breakfast club. Do you remember breakfast club?
Yeah, of course.
Just going to school and just having breakfast at school meant the world to me. Like
that chicken baguette with the mayo and the apple juice with.
That is true though, bro. Ain't this crazy how like we all can really damn near relate, bro? Parents working 2, sometimes 3 jobs, bro, to make ends meet. And then a lot of us are raised from a single parent household, and it's a majority of the time the woman. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we can understand the same struggle. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the reason why a lot of us didn't have. I feel like that's the reason why a lot of people when they get older they be so infatuated with like buying J's and stuff because they didn't get that when they was younger. So it's like now I'm in a position that I can afford it. I want it even more because I'm like, dang, bro, I love these shoes when I was younger, but I couldn't get them. But now I got the money to get them. I want to get everything I couldn't get as a child. You know what I mean? But sometimes I will look at it like this. Sometimes it is the parents' fault because sometimes the parent be too lazy to go out there and do. And we have talked about situations like that where a mom, she makes every excuse to still be in the hood, to still try to live off the government and still try. Like me, I look at government assistance as assistance to you get on your feet. You utilize that to get somewhere, not to. I'm gonna be mounted here because I'm getting food stamps. I'm on Section 8. I'm getting all kind of assistance. And I'm not gonna work. I'm gonna sit outside. I'm gonna laugh and ha and kiki, smoke my weed, drink my beer. But I'm not finna. So that's those.
In those situations,
things gets pushed on to the next generation, and the next generation feel like, hey, I ain't grow up around nobody working, man. My environment,
I feel like I could look at it both ways. If for me, in some cases, it is the government fault, and then in some cases, you do have cases like what you just explained. Like you have opportunities to go out here and do things, and to have better for your kids, but you choose not to. And in situations like that, I do blame the parents, but I could definitely relate to Nella because with just like her, and a lot of us can, like with that situation, even with like how the household was occupied. That's how it was me, my brother, and my sister, my mom, and then sometimes my aunt, because sometimes she'll get down and have to move in with us. So it was always like, it was never a time when she, it wasn't, the whole house wasn't occupied, and, it wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? So, like with situations like that, But I don't know. Like for me, I kind of. I never blame my mom for anything like the lack, because I seen I never knew that we didn't have it like we didn't have it because my mama made it look so good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was never
like bro. When I say bro, sometimes like my mom be like, y'all want to have breakfast for dinner, and we be like, yeah, because they try to switch it up, but sometimes breakfast food is cheaper than trying to find a real meal. So all I got to do is provide y'all a couple eggs, some bacon, some toast, and some oatmeal. That's a cheap meal. But we like, hey, we gonna do breakfast for dinner. And be like, all right, cool, something switch it up. Yeah. Or hey, we doing tuna fish. We don't understand those are struggle meals, but those are downright struggle meals. But they're making it do what it do because I gotta also buy something I know can stretch that also can feed y'all and have y'all full. So to be honest, I wasn't like my mom worked 2 jobs and it was just me and my sister. But sometimes my mom did take care of her nephews. One time, my auntie had a situation. Her and her kids had to move in with us for a while, and so there was another situation. Also, my mom that had her cousins come live with us for a while. So my mom has always been the house that's been open for people, like you stated, in your situation. But like it was times where like I used to have to pay for my lunch. I ain't never always had free lunch. They were like, your mom make too much. And I was like, how my mom make too much? Yeah. It didn't make sense because I was like, she made too much. She wouldn't be working 2-3 jobs, bro. Yeah. It didn't make sense. But I used to be like, I ain't gonna worry about eating today. I'm straight. I'll figure it out. And so you'll have a classmate who don't eat at school, and you always go to their classmate and be like, hey, bro, you get free lunch. They be like, because you knew they get free lunch. Yeah. You be like, hey, let me get your meal today. They be like, yeah, cool, just let me know what you want. And you'll let them know, and they'll go there and get it for free. Be like, boom, got me a meal. Yeah. Some people appreciate that meal they get at school, and some people talk so much shit about it, but this is the only meal that a lot of these people get.
A lot of kids get.
I feel like every school, unless you're going to private school and your parents paying for your tuition, your meal should still be included in your tuition.
Yeah, I don't know how that works, but yeah.
But if you're going to a public school, every kid meal there should be free. No kid should be paying for it. The government, like, come on now, y'all tax everything. Inflation is one of the highest things right now. No kid should be going home and saying, you know what I'm saying, I'm hungry.
Yeah, because facts. Because even with situations like you said that. They said your mom made too much, but you know y'all struggling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because y'all don't know what's going on in our household.
You know, like you don't know. So, like, who are you to say like my mama make too much just because she make what $5 more than what the cap is for people to get free lunch? I don't know, whatever the case may be. But yeah, I do feel like every child should get free lunch. But I can go on and on about that. But anyway.
Bacon custard.
Can't lie, them times I used to eat pork and that pork used to get devoured.
Yeah, crazy.
Chicken tours.
Yeah, no pork in my
true
pork.
Though.
You know what I'm saying? Chicken.
You know the reason why a lot of people especially in the black community, why we like so hooked on pork? It's cheap.
Yeah.
Pork is cheap, and you can make a lot of meals out of pork. But it's so bad for us.
Facts. So, because one of the main meals that we used to eat,
man,
often
I'm
was
tell you,
pork chops and gravy with white rice.
No, let me tell you a meal. I'm sure your mom will make, and you be like, "Damn, that's just some bacon on some white bread." Well, yeah, and she'll eat that like it's a meal. Yeah. But that's a struggle meal.
But facts, so yeah.
Take food away from
This is my order: chicken mayo baguette, yeah, apple juice. And the Ras Clark the little sprinkle cake.
Why is it a Ras Clark sprinkle cake?
Because it's Ras Clark, it's guanin. All my life, I used to box that. Let me know how much that cost. Me and Philly will put that up. Right?
Yeah. No, I would. I swear to God, I will do that. But obviously, man can't feed the whole flipping nation with man's bread.
No, but I'm saying, obviously, if the apple deal wants to come in...
Like, if there was, like, 2 schools I knew I could feed out of my wage, I swear to God...
I'm saying, if the apple deal wants to come in, that will...
Yeah, that obviously, and that's why we love you, because you like to help people. So help us help other people, Apple.
I feel like the Govy should do inspections on who they're busing free school meals to.
Nah.
Potentially. No, because at the end of the day, look, if you're coming from a working household where you see the parents are trying their best and they still can't make ends meet, then it's only right to look after the kids then. Whereas now, if you've got parents, first of all, if there's parents on substance abuse, you shouldn't be looking after the kid anyway.
Yeah.
Right? Exactly.
You know what I mean? You obviously don't prioritize your kid.
Yeah.
So, but I'm saying there's going to be situations where there are parents that are just chilling back at yard, taking the piss, where they can fully work. There's no mental problems. They just generally don't want to work because they don't have a work rate. Now they're expecting for their youth to be fed.
Okay,
But I
yeah,
still
agree.
feel like all
'Cause at the end
kids
of the day,
should be fed though. Like,
No, I agree. Because
No,
but hear where he's coming from. He's
I hear you.
It's nothing got to do with the kid. At the end of the
hear
kid,
you.
an innocent youth that needs to eat. You know what I mean?
I
But I'm
hear you,
saying you also have to understand from where their point of view, because they're thinking, cool, we're spending an additional X amount. It doesn't make sense because they're taking a reliability. Comfortability is dangerous.
Yeah.
You know, when you become reliable on something, you have to now look at it from that point of view. Here, what I'm saying, bun the government. I don't rate them anyway.
That would be a
so
good
I'm
way
saying,
to assess everyone.
I'm saying pay for all these kids because at the end of the day, they all need to eat. But I also get where they're coming from to an extent.
But I just feel like the
point.
kids, like, they've actually just done nothing in
Yeah,
this
yeah,
situation.
no, kids, all kids need
They
to be
just
fun.
woke up one day and then that's it.
Yeah.
Like, I
Go
just
into
feel
a
like
family.
stuff like that is a bit peak because you never know. Like, some people, the meal that they have at school, and that was my case for like 3 years. The meal that you have at school, that's it.
You see what I used to do in school? I used to go to school with no money, but spend my lunchtime, my break time, and my lunchtime asking everyone in the school
Can I have
for
fun?
50 p.
Can I have fun?
I ain't gonna hold you. When I did come up, like my junior and senior year of high school, cause my sister had graduated, so my sister was working.
Yeah.
So my sister used to break off me a little, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
side cash. It was just me, my mom, my sister. It's really just us, you know what I'm saying, till my mom ended up getting married. But it was literally just me, my mom, my sister. My sister used to treat me like really like her little brother. And then I used to do a little side hustle with my dad to come up on cash too. So when I got like junior and senior year, because I knew I struggled, anybody can come and ask me for $1, bro. I had them. They were like, hey, bro, can I get like $2 for the vending machine? Because I had money on me now.
Yeah.
So I used to always have like $200-$300 on me. My homie used to carry that. He used to carry that. No drug dealing money. We ain't on that. No, I'm just saying that he like bro got hit for 5,000 one day. But his from a whole different situation. I'll tell you about that on camera. But like if somebody used to come up to me and ask me for money to get something out the Vendy, I would be like, bro, yeah, I got you. They be like, I'll give you back to you. I'll be like, bro, I'm not worried about it. I had homies, but it was sometimes I would forget my money at home, and because people could rely on me to give it back, they'd be like, yeah, bro. And then I'll come back the next day and they'd be like, bro, you keep it.
Yeah.
I already know you'll look out for me. I'm like, all right,
right.
bro, cool. And sometimes you gotta have them relationships, though. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta peep out and look out for people.
Yeah.
Because to be honest, bro, when you are kids, we all are struggling. We all we don't know it all. We're all in this life together. So if you can help out the next person, especially as a youth, bro, that's good karma attitude,
Facts.
bro.
And I wanted to just piggyback on something that Nella said too, with although say for instance like the household or the parents or something makes it like you never know what's going on in their household. You know what I'm saying? Like you never know how this child is getting treated or whatever the case may be. No matter how much money is coming in that's being reported or whatever the case may be. So sometimes that's that child's only, in a lot of cases, their only meal that they get. In that day. Yeah. So I do feel like, again, like I stated, that every child,
because you can have a rich household and the parents just treat their kids like some assholes.
Yeah. So yeah.
That was my hustle. By the time I'd leave school, I got a $5. Me and Bruce would then go McDonald's, and at the time they had one mad deal: 2 hamburgers, 2 fries.
I'm shouting out.
£2, 2 hamburgers, 2
I'm shouting out my
fries.
brethren, Jason Zoe. If you're watching this, brother, I love you. You know what he used to do to school, bro? He used to give me £1 every day. On my life. I swear to God. Every day, because he was my best friend. So what were you lot saying then? Should it be there on their head to pay the kids them?
100%, man. Like, do you know how much they're spending on Big Ben? Big Ben, just to get it renovated. No one asked for that. Like, no one actually asked for it. No one. It's like, come on, like, just give the kids their food, man. You're spending how much money? Do you know how much money it costs to maintain the Buckingham Palace, but you're starving kids? Shut up, man. They're taking a...
That's the end of the video, guys. We hope you...
I want to say it.
Wow.
Do it, Dan. Do it.
I want to say it first.
Do it.
That's the end. Actually, no, you say it. I don't like it.
If you get involved...
I'm not.
Scrap it. That's the end of the video, guys.
I want to do it. And that's the end of the video, guys. He has been the lovely...
They are stupid, bro. But that's a
yes.
real good conversation, bro. Like,
It really is.
like when it comes down to like that, I'm most definitely like, hey, we gotta hold the government accountable for a lot of things, bro. Y'all politicians would get out here and spend so much money on the campaign, but y'all would not use that money to give back to the school.
Yeah.
Like when all these companies and be trying to merge into the community, I feel like y'all should adopt the school. Adopt the school and be like, hey, any resources y'all might need, y'all can come, because y'all got that money and y'all write it off on y'all taxes. But some of y'all be picking and choosing when you want to. Like, adopt a school, bro. Give back to the community. Show you. But y'all want to take advantage of the community and make money off the community, but y'all don't give back. Give back to the community, bro. Like, literally show up. Like, especially, like, when people got money. Yeah. Like, to be honest, you're not going to take it with you when you're gone. You can pass some down. Like, billionaires, bro. Billionaires, they don't do nothing for nobody. Yeah. That is crazy. 1 billion can help a whole lot of people. And y'all choose to just say, hey, I'm no. Yeah. Which I get it. You know what I'm saying? You work hard for your money. But at the end of the day, you can be a blessing to somebody. And they, like, can't appreciate take it that. All with you. Because at the end of the day, some people, it's going to be one kid. Out of all the kids you probably can feed, it's going to be 1 or 2 kids that going to remember that for the rest of their life. And it can that moment that you help them out can change the rest of their world. I mean, rest of their life. You get what I mean. Yeah. But come on now, like, I really say it's on the government, but also some of these parents need to quit abusing the government assistance that they do get, because sometimes you're actually hurting your kids. Yeah. Because you still got to be a role model in the household. Because at the end of the day, the first role model a kid's gonna ever get in life is their parents. Okay. So when they see the parents not doing shit, they expect that's how my life ought to be. And then, you know what I'm saying?
That's all it is. That's all they know. That's all it is.
Especially in like some of the parts.
And then you do have some situations where that's all they see and that's all they know, but they can't come up out of it.
Yeah. You do see those stories, but we have seen a lot, and I think that's the reason why a lot of those, like, in the crime areas, it's still from sometimes surrounding that just the parents be lazy and they too comfortable living out the government. So, hey, man, I still say the government. But this is a good segment again.
Yeah, most definitely.
Like, I really enjoyed these Think Twice, though.
Yeah.
Look at you. But as always, man, make sure y'all spam us up. Always, we look forward to y'all feedback, y'all thoughts and opinions on these as well, man. But as always, y'all know how it goes, man. I do go with the name DJ do Kid That's It.
See you, Nicole.
You are?
Yeah,
Go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my folks. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar.